So the common narrative when forming your lawn care business is that you need to start a relationship with an equipment dealer in your area. But I'm here to tell you, based on what I've witnessed over the years, is most people simply don't do that. They typically go into their local home improvement store and start picking out items to start their lawn care business. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to put together a video with some hidden gems as far as lawn equipment goes, tools that I actually use that are in Home Depot. These are tools that I use day in and day out for our lawn care business. So whether you're a seasoned lawn care vet, if you're looking to just simply start your business, or even if you're a homeowner who wants to know what are actually some good options, so here's some practical advice from somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. All right, guys, so the very first thing that I'm going to say that is a good buy here at Home Depot is the Echo, the PAS system, okay? Now, we have actually switched over from the SRM 220 models, and we don't use those as our weed eaters typically anymore. We are just using the PAS system, okay? And the reason is, you can see right there, it's $269, when the actual weed eater is $229. But the benefit of that PAS system is that it allows you to switch out your weed eater and turn it into a hedge trimmer, okay? And I want to show you how expensive hedge trimmers are. These hedge trimmers can be upwards of $350, $400, and I've just found it is a much more cost-effective way to have yourself a dedicated weed eater, and you can switch out and have multiple different hedge trimming attachments. So that little handheld hedge trimmer was $319, and this one for the mid-reach is $400. So, I mean, it's very, very expensive to start, getting multiple pieces of equipment. So what we do is, instead of having, a ton of different engines on board with mid-reach hedge trimmers and smaller hedge trimmers, we just have the PAS system that serves as our weed eater, and whenever we have a hedge trimming job, we will just switch over to hedge trimmers. But just having the flexibility of having that unit has just really been proven to be a good thing for us. So the first thing is the Echo, the PAS system. Okay, the second thing here is, if you guys have followed my channel for any length of time at all, you know where I'm going right now. A lot of people have loppers on board and they use loppers, but I'm here to tell you, if you will just spend a little bit more money, get this handheld reciprocating saw, okay, from DeWalt. Don't get the big one that says the big saws, all they have to use two hands. Just get the one that you can use in one hand, all right? But $170, get a battery for it, and I'm telling you, it literally does everything that a pair of loppers will do, plus 10 times the amount that loppers will do. So what we use this for typically is like pruning crepe myrtles. I'll use this for cutting out roots out of the ground, like if we're doing a sod job. We use these to quickly trim up sago palms. But even more than that, I use it to cut metal edging with a metal blade on there whenever we're creating flower beds. I use it to quickly, cut PVC pipe whenever we're making repairs to sprinkler lines. I've just found that a handheld reciprocating saw, it literally does everything that loppers do, but it does it 10 times faster. Plus, you get the added benefit of just the dozens and dozens of extra things that you'll find use for this tool around the house. Like, you'll just be surprised how often you will use this. It is a tool that if I were to lose ours, I would literally go get one the same day because it's been that great of a tool for us. So get a small handheld reciprocating saw. You'll absolutely love it. Okay, the next thing here is we're going to go over the hand tool section. And I tell you what, I cannot get over the amount of lawn guys that don't have a dedicated pitchfork on their trailer. Or if you're a homeowner, like everybody has a shovel, and everybody has themselves a rake. But I tell you, the pitchfork, to me, it's as important as a rake and a shovel, okay? I mean, it's that important. And there's so many guys who just don't carry one, and I don't understand it. Being able to pick up debris, without bending over, it saves your back. It's a huge advantage for keeping your energy up during the day. Being able to move mulch around flower beds. Look, if you don't have a pitchfork on your trailer, I promise if you will just add one, or if you're a homeowner, add a pitchfork, keep it out there in the shed. It is just a tool that once you have it, you wonder, how in the world did I live without a pitchfork? But again, I just don't see enough people using them. Get a pitchfork. Okay, the next thing is a dedicated weeding tool, okay? A bed weeding tool, all right? Now, there's a lot of different ways you can go with this. You know, I've in the past even used, just regular hammers to the backside of a claw hammer to pull weeds out. But I see so many like homeowners, we'll be driving around doing work, and they're literally they're picking weeds out of their flower beds, by hand, and just breaking them off, one at a time with their fingers. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Look, this tool is the cheapest tool on the list, but it may save you the absolute most heartache if you hate pulling weeds as much as I do, okay? You take this thing, you ram it down in the flower bed, you pull, and what happens is this magical thing happens. The soil loosens up, and you can pull lots of weeds at once instead of breaking them off one at a time, okay? Get yourself a dedicated flower bed weeding tool, whether it's this thing here that I'm showing you, or if you just get yourself a cheap hammer and use that thing. Stop reaching down and breaking them weeds off one at a time. Okay, and the final thing here, and look, I have to give an honorable mention because it was a toss-up between number 5. It could have went either way. The honorable mention for number 5 is going to be the 2-wheeled wheelbarrow, okay? Look, if you're a homeowner who has still been using a single-wheeled wheelbarrow, I'm telling you, switch to a 2-wheel because you don't know what you're missing, okay? The balance in them is so much better. You can use them in forward and reverse with one hand. And since the load is balanced and it's not wobbly, you can literally carry more, okay? The weight is evenly distributed. So here's a bonus point. If you will load your wheelbarrow up, like front loading it, like keeping the weight off the back end, off your hands, it actually feels super light by just putting the majority of the material up front, okay? That is a little bonus tip for you there. So that was the honorable mention, but what is the actual number 5? Look, this is another cheap thing, but it's just one of those things that, like, once you get it, you're like, that makes sense. It is a square trash can, all right? A lot of times I see homeowners, bending over. They're trying to rake leaves and debris into a circular trash can. It's like, look, if you just get a square one, it lays flat on the ground, and you can very, very easily, get your debris in. It's much better than a circular trash can. Circular trash cans, in my opinion, are useless. Get yourself a square trash can. All right, guys, I know I got a lot of smart people on my channel. What is something here in Home Depot that you guys use for your lawn care business? Or if you're a homeowner, what is something that you use? Because I tell you what, people check these comments out, man, and we learn something every day. Let us know.